Hi friends, and welcome back to AmandaMuse. So today I'm coming at you with a mommy video. I was tagged by a friend of mine here on YouTube, Elise, and she created this tag with her friend. So I will leave the links below to both ladies' channels, the original tag, their videos, all the questions, all that jazz. If I'm not mistaken, because I watched this video a few weeks back, but her intention was to just get a feel for like how everybody raises their kids all around the world. She lives in Australia and her friend also lives in Australia. And of course, I've raised my kids mostly in Malaysia, and now we're back in Canada. So it's just really interesting. Freebie Friday video, let's get into this. The first question, what types of play learning activities does your child love at home? In terms of play, Esme is huge into ballet. Honestly, she talks about ballet like 50% of the day. She has like 6 pairs of different types of ballet shoes, like not just like your classic leather ballet shoes, but ones you could pick up at Walmart or Payless or I don't know. She wears that with her dresses. Like she's all about princesses and ballet and dancing. Loves it. In fact, when she's feeling a little bit like, I don't know, spun out and needs to chill out, oftentimes, we'll put on like ballet music. So we'll put on some classical music and she'll dance around the room and it just really mellows her out. She's not really into toys so much. Like she's a product of the time she's born. She likes her iPad, whether it be chilling out and watching a show or playing games. Like she loves this alphabet game. It's called Endless Alphabet, I think is the app. It has the word and then all the letters kind of shoot out, right? So it's like a puzzle. So you gotta like pull the letter into its spot, and then as you're pulling it, it makes the sound. Like if it's an E, it goes E, 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 and then I don't know, she just loves it. And then once you get the word in place, it has this funny little anime act thing. I don't know, but she just loves that game. She loves having stories read to her. We just like to do imaginative type play. She's a very active little girl, so we have like a trampoline. She loves to jump on that. She's 3, by the way. Did I mention that? So that's kind of where we're at in terms of home play. One time I picked up from Michael's. It was like this little kit where you basically decorate an ornament, and so it was like a piece of spongy kind of whatever the hell that is, paper, and then you like shoved these little jewels in it. Very simple, and she loved it. Like she just sat there and immersed in this activity for like 45 minutes, which is a really long time for a 3-year-old, and it was really fun. Question number 2, what time do you put your kids to bed and get them up? Does it have to do with the time the sun rises and sets in your area? I don't think it really decides on the sun. I think it goes with the flow of our day. So for example, we start the bedtime process around 6:30 at night. So we tend to eat dinner early, like around 5:30. And then at 6:30, baths start happening. I tend to bathe the kids together. Sometimes Esme will protest her bath. If that's the case, I'll bathe Jack first, get him ready. And oftentimes once I throw Jack in the bath and we're playing and having fun, she wants to join in. So I usually bathe the kids together, but normally both kids are in bed and asleep. By 8 p.m. we're done. Number 3, did you have your child or children in a public or private hospital, and were you happy with the service? I was definitely happy with the service. I had both my kids in Malaysia in private healthcare. I adored my OB. Like, I actually miss him. Is that weird? He's just amazing. Like, such wonderful bedside manner. And like most of my friends had kids from him too, so you could he just knew everybody. The healthcare was amazing. I mean, put it this way. When I went into labor, I was able to send my doctor a text message. So we were like texting while I was in labor. Mind blowing. Number 5, is the cost of living a factor in how many kids you and your partner want to have? I never really thought about it that way, but yeah, I think so. Like we want to be able to offer our children a lot. And that's just not in terms of financial, that's in terms of like love and attention and energy and all of that. And each child, requires the same amount of attention, and you're just 2 people. We're very happy. We feel very blessed. We have a boy and a girl. Esme's 3 and Jack is almost 11 months. Oh my God, it's crazy. Sorry, moment there. My baby's not a baby. But yeah, no, we feel very lucky that we've got one of each. If the audio sounds a little bit weird, I was having some trouble there, but I'm gonna jump back into the questions. I think I missed a question there. Number 4, what are mums groups, playgroups like in your area? Friendliness, cost, and accessibility. In Penang, they were amazing. They were everything. That is where I made all of my friends. That is where it was just like I honestly have a hard time talking about it because I miss so many of my friends, and I made lifelong friends at that group. I mean, my first group, Esme was 3 weeks old, and obviously I was an expat. It was totally different, like, you know, living overseas, but I met a girl and she had a baby about the same age, and there was like 6 of us. She introduced me to a bunch of other ladies, and these ladies met on a weekly basis, and we maintained that. And it was just so good and it was free. And it was like Penang was a little island in Malaysia, and it was just amazing. So I miss that so much. And then when I had Jack, I started up a group because there was a bunch of us having babies around the same time. And then we were all in like, well, not all of us, but a bunch of us were in prenatal class together. And then we all became friends. And it's just, you have this instant connection with people because you're going through similar life experiences together. And I just think it's amazing. Like, because we're living at my in-laws temporarily, it's hard for me right now because I am like a social person and I really need that kind of social interaction, but I don't have it right now. And it's like, do I try to make friends even though I might only be here for like another month or 2, or I don't know. It's kind of a weird time. So that said, I did find a community center here where you can pay a small amount, like let's say $40 for like 10 weeks or something like that. And you can take the kids, and it's like indoor play, and you meet other people with kids the same age. And so I think I'm gonna do that. In fact, I will do it because I need to do it because I'm feeling a little bit down because I don't have a lot of friends. So that's a whole other video. But so yeah, in terms of accessibility, they're there. I just find it far more accessible when you're overseas. I don't know what that's about. I think it's just people make friends really fast when you're living abroad, and it's not the same when you're like living somewhere. I don't know. So yeah, that's kind of okay, moving on. Number 6, what are council parks, play areas like where you live? Oh my God, in Canada, they're amazing. Like, there's like 4 parks within walking distance of this house. Today we went to one. It had like this alien kind of UFO vibe with a freaking climbing wall. In Malaysia, I don't know. I didn't find them totally safe, to be honest. A lot of the parks, like the ground was uneven. You know, it's just a different country. They just do things differently, and I'm used to it being a certain way. So we much prefer the parks here. And the other thing is it was really, really hot all of the time. So we could only really benefit from the park in the evening time. And then there were a bunch of older kids at the park, so we kind of weren't at the right age group, I think. You know, Esme was like just 2.5. So number 7, is it easy to find childcare or babysitting in your area? I have no freaking idea. We're very lucky that we are staying with family. And so we have like that whole community vibe going on where it takes a village. And so we have grandma and grandpa that can help out. So that's pretty cool. In Malaysia, are you kidding me? We had a friggin' helper. Like, we adored her. She was specifically for babysitting. She was amazing. The kids loved her. I can't even talk about it because I miss her. So next question. Number 8, what is the average cost of childcare prior to school age? I have no idea. I don't even know that answer for the Malaysia one, so I'm not really helpful. Number 9, will you send your child or children to a public or private school, and why? I think it all depends where you're living. You know, in Canada, I'd be happy, especially in the city, I'd be happy to send them to public school, whatever. You know, I don't know. I'm on the fence, and to be honest, I don't know. I feel like it's far away, even though it probably isn't. I mean, I remember when Elise was talking about it, like she already has her daughter signed up for school or something. I don't remember, or maybe that was her friend, but that's crazy to me. Like from birth, what? You know, I don't know. So I'm kind of go with the flow, I'll deal with it later. Procrastination. Like if we're overseas, well yeah, they're gonna go to private school because that's what you do. You go to an international school. It kind of goes without saying. I mean, sure, there are some people who send their kids to public schools within, you know, a foreign country, but that's not my boat. So I just think, I don't know, it's just different. So culturally, financially, all of that stuff, I don't know. I don't mean that in a bad way. I digress, because that could be a whole other video too. So next question, the last question, what's the best part about being a mom in the area you live in? I think if I was to go back and think about being a mom in Penang, life is easy in a tropical place, and I've talked about that before. When the weather is summer, it makes people happy, and so it's really easy, and your kids are like, you don't have to worry about jackets and pants and socks and snow pants and blah blah blah, and that's a pain in the ass. And you know, we'd leave the house with like the ergo and a diaper bag, and it was like, done, we're out of here. You know, it was so easy. I loved my life there. Like, it was just, the pool was right there. You know, you lived in kind of like all-inclusive kind of condo. You know, you had the pool and the gym, and there was like a library rec area, and then there was a park for the kids, and so you'd go downstairs and the kids would make friends, and it was just so nice. I do find it a little bit isolating now that we're in like a landed house, and you know, I don't know anybody in this town, but on the flip side, we're living with family. The kids have gotten to know their family, so I'm definitely getting like a little bit more time to myself because there's like other people in the house to help me. So I think in terms of like right now in the present moment, the best thing about being a mom is that I get time to myself. That sounds so bad. But you know what I mean, right? Like, I get the quality time with my kids because we have like, my mother-in-law loves to cook, and so I'm not totally worried about prepping meals. In fact, I haven't cooked a meal in like 2 months or something crazy. That's crazy. So I'm a little bit spoiled on that front. But yeah, I don't know. Life is good. Life is good. It's really good to be a mom in Canada. There's a lot of programs available to you. I don't know much about them because I've only been back for 2 months. And of course, being a mom overseas, the best part is that when you find another mom, you almost become instant friends. At least that was my experience in Penang, and that might be unique. I don't know if it's like that everywhere. That was my one and only overseas experience, but I loved it and I miss it. And how did this video become all about me leaving Penang? But I guess it's all related because really I've had my children overseas and I raised them, you know, for a little bit there. So yeah. Anyways, that is it, my friends. I hope you enjoyed this tag. And if you like this tag, I suggest you do it. But I will tag a few people. I'm gonna tag my friend Zasha, who is back on YouTube, and I'm very excited. Miss Z326, link below. I'm also gonna tag Elle from What's Up Elle. Though I would suggest she do it on her What's Up Mums channel. I don't know if she'd be able to do a tag video, but she kind of does like day in the life and things, and I don't know, it might be fun to hear her answers and how she'd spin this video. So I'll tag Elle, and I will tag one more person because I like to do things in threes. I don't know what that's about. I'm gonna tag Stephanie Hine from Frowny Brown 86 because I really like her, and I would love to hear her answers because she's a tell it like it is kind of person, and I'm just curious to hear what it's like in the US for her. So that's a scoop. Thank you so much for watching. Keep it real, my friends, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. And honestly, I know most of it's water, but I weighed myself at the start and I was 163. And then I weighed myself this morning, which I know, like, I've normally been weighing myself at night, and this morning I was 157. Like, are you kidding me?